Line coach Geep Wade, questions for Coach Wade? Kelly?
I guess since we last spoke to you in the spring, you brought in Malachi and you brought in Will Reed. What do those guys bring to the table? What are your expectations of how they'll fit in?
You know, experience. We're young in some places with the young kids, so the experience really matters. You know, every college rep matters. It's amazing, you know, over time, and you know, with all the new portal additions and the new portal stuff, there's a lot of teams that are younger. I mean, a lot of teams are going through. Okay, you know, new. You know, even though they're portal guys, they're still new to our system, new to how Coach Key does things, new to how I do things, new to how we do Indy. You know, how we watch film, how we meet, and but the maturity level brings a little bit of calmness to us that we needed coming out of the spring. You know, being young and some, you know, not necessarily with the ones, but just with the you know, we want to get a top 8 to 10, so that's what we're trying to do every day.
Okay. Ron?
Staying with the tackle position.
Yep.
In the spring, you talked about you wanted Jamison to get more consistent with what he's doing out there.
Yep.
Have you seen him getting into that position yet?
I have. You know, with him, it's like with Jamison, it's just, you know, never having played, right? So it's just the confidence of playing, letting it loose. You know, being violent is what we talked about. I'm just trying to find the right words that I can say, but like just let it loose, have fun, and you know, play like we play here at Georgia Tech, and then we'll all take care of it. Thought he had a really better day today. You know, we're kind of moving him around a little bit. I moved him around a little bit too early, like day 2 or 3, and I thought I hurt his progress personally as a coach. So I didn't do that. So we're trying to hone him in a little bit and get him a little comfortable of where he's at.
Okay.
How do you like the battle at center?
I love it. I mean, let's be honest. Harrison played half a game the last 4 to 5 games of the season and played well. And you know, it's a great competition. And guys, honestly, it's a great problem to have. You know, from the standpoint of you got, you know, 2 centers, and they're very position flexible too. So, you know, that's you know, and right now, honestly, they're just going back and forth. You know, hey, you got this series, you got this series, you got this series, you got this series. So there's no like rhyme or reason right now to it. You know, right now in camp, we're trying to worry about Georgia Tech. We're trying to worry about Georgia Tech O-line. We're trying to just have base fundamentals, base rules. You know, and that's what we're focusing on every day for the next you know, 7, 8, 9 days.
What have you just seen from just some of the young guys? Obviously, how they're maturing, how they continue to progress just throughout camp.
You know what? Very, very excited about that group. You know, I was talking to Coach last night, and you drive home at night, and they're going all over the twos, and we're seeing all this stuff, and it's this, the blitz period, the third down, the team run, the goal line, the short yardage, and it's amazing kind of what they've done. You know, with Petty and Peyton and Jimmy and Kevin P. You know, they're all rolling in with the twos, and I mean, the future by those kids. It's just we need, you know, we want. It's like we tell them every day. You've got to treat the practice out there like it's a game rep. Every rep matters, and that's the only way you get better. There's no secret sauce up front. It's did you hit your landmark? Did you stay square in your set? Did you drive your feet? And then do you have that little instinct about you to finish? You know, and that's all we're preaching right now.
Coach Wade, you mentioned a minute ago 8 to 10 people in your ideal rotations that look realistic, and then when you sub those guys in and out, is it as a unit?
No, you know, and with Coach Key, we talk about it for the season, before the game, of how we're going to play the players. And honestly, the last 2 years, we've gotten better as, you know, we play more people. Like, you know, last year, you know, Ethan and Corey split time, Harrison split time with Joe, and it made us a better team. It made us a better O-line. And so we're looking to do that. Don't know if we can do that yet. We are deeper than we have been here. It's just at spots that the youth is it's a good problem, you know. But it's my job and all these offensive coaches to make them game like reps against our defense, which I think's really going to help us out.
Thank you.
Right.
Talking about that top 8 or 10.
Yep.
Inside is Galloway, one of those guys.
Dang right. He had a great camp. Very proud of him. Very, very proud of Ben. He's a guy that it's just, you know, Everybody's different on the line. You know, some coaches say it takes 2 years. I don't believe in that. You know what I mean? I knew when Harrison Moore walked in the building last year that he could play football. You know, we try to find the guys that are wired right. Ben's wired right. And I'll tell Ben the truth. There was games last year where I saw Ben during the season where the game looked big for him. Now it's not. Very proud of him, and he's taking the right step. But the way he's doing it, he's being physical, he's finishing, it's every rep, and it matters to him right now. That's the good thing about this group, and really this whole team Coach Key's got. It matters to everybody in this building, and they're always in here talking, and you hear them talking on the sidelines. They haven't been like that everywhere I've been, in the first couple of years here.
We saw probably like 70% version of Keelan last year.
Yeah.
Not himself. He looks like a totally different guy now out there physically. Just what are sort of the ceiling for him this season with a healthy version of him with full summer?
You know what? I want what's best for him. He is a Georgia Tech guy through and through. He is unique. We talk about in our room, to be different, you got to be unique. To be the best, you got to be unique. It's easy to say that you're going to do this or that. Keelan lives by that. And the great thing about Keelan, and he's tight with Jordan Williams. They still talk every day. He made Jordan better. He makes me better. He makes those young kids better. And there's times in meetings he'll say, "Hey Peyton, you see what Coach is talking about right there? Get the second step." And he's just different. And we want guys here that are different. And he epitomizes Coach Key. He epitomizes Georgia Tech. He epitomizes what we want as an offense with Coach Faulkner and myself. He's the truth, you know what I mean? Just the mentality of it. Now, he's got things to work on. He's not perfect. But it's like when I knew he broke his foot last year, I sat here and told y'all, hey, y'all can say he broke his foot, but he's different. He's going to play, you know what I'm saying? So even if he had 9 toes, he'd play. Stuff it was scarred with tissue, he's still going to play,
Now, obviously, Coach, I know obviously you're going through the evaluation process, but just what are you hoping to see from this group? I know you got a few more weeks of camp, obviously, before you hit practice, but what are you just hoping to see from this group when fall camp is over?
When fall camp's over,
Yes, sir.
I want to see improvement daily, with fundamentals, with pad level, with hand placement. I want to see the young guys gel together, and that's really it. And then you get the game planning and stuff. But I want them to have confidence. I think the big thing past couple of years we've played with confidence. And this group, I want them to play with confidence, have a chip, have an edge, and that's really it. I want them to have an edge. I want to be fresh going into the season.
Last year, Joe Fussell, not 100%, fighting through it. And then obviously Ethan missed like the first 2/3 of the season.
Yeah, redshirted them.
Yeah, and you were able to redshirt
Yes.
them. Just what are you seeing from them in terms of being back healthy and being that left side anchor of your offense?
Yeah, I think Ethan's made strides. I think there's a lot of strides still left for him. He's, for him, he came in and played right away. Didn't even come mid-year, and we threw him in the fire, and he hit a wall. And then last year, he wasn't over that, and he has really grown up. And I'm proud of Ethan. He's brought some stability to us. He's got a long way to go, but he's brought some stability to us. We're challenging him now. You're the guy. You haven't been the guy before, but now you're the guy, and you got to bring your A game every day. And he now realizes that. And Joe's just a great leader of the room. Just by being the tough mule, and just so glad that he's back and can provide some leadership to these young guys.
Time for a couple more for Coach White. Rod?
Your senior guys are both inside.
Yep.
Is that important for what you're trying to do with the running game and so forth?
There's a lot of things that Red brings to the table, and there's some things that Red does good and Joe does good. So we're going to try to, do things that they can do well. And bottom line, we're going to try to get the best 5 on the field, and that's our job this year. So, and that could change week to week right now, or and that's a good problem to have. That we've got some options for the top 5, and so I think there's a lot of competition left in the camp, and then even when school starts before we go play. So, and it's like I tell the guys, O-line, there's competition every day till the last practice. You practice for the bowl game, and so that's something that we know both their strengths and weaknesses, and we'll try to play to that.
Chad?
How's the chemistry with the guys?
Great. I told the group today I appreciate them. I appreciate their hard work. And it's funny as a coach. I mean, It's fall camp, but I've never had this much fun. Like, I don't know why, I think Coach Key's having fun. I mean, it's hard. I mean, we're tough on him and all that, but I look forward to practice. I look forward to meetings. I look forward to being around my guys. And I thanked him for that today. I appreciate them being on time, taking notes, being attentive. I don't have to worry about things that I've worried about in the past. And I truly enjoy going to practice out there with these guys, with this whole group, with this team, really.